Bye, bro. Welcome. We have Miguel here, and dude, I've been excited about your interview because you've had so many struggles that you've overcome recently, and we'll get into that soon. But yeah, man, just welcome and give us a little
Thank
insight,
you.
just about a little bit who you are and what you
Sure.
do, and yeah, your training experience and all that good stuff.
Sure. My name is Miguel Hechavarria. I'm 41 years old. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. I'm a truck driver slash mover. I have a background in karate. I've been doing Muay Thai for about 2 years now, and the journey's just been excellent. When I joined the fighter's body, I joined it was for totally different reasons. I joined because I was training for my first amateur fight. I was competing in a smoker, which didn't happen because of COVID. But with this pandemic and everything that's been happening, I've been also faced with a lot of financial challenges that uh, I think a lot of people wouldn't have been able to handle it. I think a lot of people crack, maybe even commit suicide. I'm not going to lie, the thought crossed my mind. The financial burden that it put on me with not having any employment and stuff and everything being closed down. I mean, I lost a home. I ended up relocating to Texas because I found a job there. So I had to go where the money was, obviously, but and it's a difficult thing, you leave your family and your loved ones behind. I had my media family with me, but still it's you live somewhere for 40 years. It's not easy, you go somewhere else. I
Mhm.
tried Miami before. It was nice, 6 months I was down there, but it's not for me.
Yeah, yeah, I can
People
understand that.
think I'm crazy. I live in Chicago with a foot of snow and I don't want to be in Miami, but
Each to their own, man. You like the rugged, hard, cold. It makes you tougher, that's for sure. I mean, Chicago weather, man, that's
you
gonna,
got to be tough to live here, that's for sure.
yeah, for
It's a
sure.
great place now. It's a great place. It's not as bad as people say or think, but it's still dangerous.
I believe it. I believe it. So, give me a little insight of your training. So, what led you to the fighter's body was training for a smoker, but that didn't happen. What kind of training are you doing now? And like, just talk a little bit about your experience of joining the fighter's body and what that was all about.
Yeah, no. So I train at Chicago Muay Thai. I'm active. The gyms are open now. We have classes of about 16, per class. You got to sign up before and all that. We wear a mask and stuff. But the fundamentals, the key, aspect to techniques is what I've learned in the fighter's body. And everybody that I know, we go to the gym, we spar, we do pad work, and it's great, and I get private lessons, I do group classes, but there's always just, you might have a question or something you may not have time to ask in class. How do I kick better? How do I get my waist to turn over more? How do I correct, like if I go too far, overextend my leg and I spin, you know all of those defensive tactics that you show us, check, teep, those things, you won't realize how essential they are to having a good defense. And the techniques that you learn in the fighter's body is something that, well, like I was saying, you are in Thailand. And I think people need to understand that, you actually are living the dream. You're actually out there experiencing, working with the ties, and that's something that you're not just going to find just anywhere.
Mhm.
And the fighter's body is just a complete, I don't know what we want to call it, a routine, a system, but I guarantee it will work for you, whoever you are. It's essential and it'll be a key component in your training if you want to improve in your Muay Thai and your striking and your defense. You definitely want to check out the fighter's body.
I appreciate that, man, because I definitely
I
try to
really mean it.
put a lot of time and effort into creating it and making sure that I'm teaching some more overlooked aspects of like defense and the teep and things that I've really learned in Thailand specifically that kind of like makes or break you as a Muay Thai practitioner. So I'm glad you're able to
Absolutely.
implement that, and start to kind of spread the knowledge amongst your training partners and that kind of stuff. So I'm curious, like when you first started, like the fighter's body, and you started doing the workouts and everything, how did you feel? Like, how was the flow? Just give me a little insight to that.
At first, it was a little bit difficult, because I guess my cardio wasn't where it should have been. And you really do put us through a rigorous exercise there, and it's good. It's great to see how far along I've come. My stamina, burpees don't kill me anymore. I can go through the workout and I'm not dying. And I've since starting the fighter's body, I've had two smokers I competed in, and I thank God I won both fights. I did really well, and I know that what I've learned in the fighter's body was key to my victories. Going forward, I'm probably never going to try to be a professional fighter. I'm 41 years old. That's, I'm not going to get beat up and mangled up, and probably fight one Thai guy and never be able to walk again. But I love Muay Thai. It's helped me greatly throughout this pandemic. All the financial struggles I've been through, stress. You know, it's just helped me because I've been able to keep a healthy mental balance overall in general in my life. And if you really look at what the fighter's body is, you have exercise, technique, training, you have health, nutrition. These are things that you would spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to get personal trainers, to get weight training, to get these things that you have put together essentially into the fighter's body package. It's just unbelievable. And me myself, I'm living testament to how good of an experience the fighter's body is. And I think that anybody who's a beginner or intermediate Muay Thai practitioner can benefit greatly from thefightersbody.com.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I mean, it really does try to cater to like beginners and intermediate because it gives you like a really solid foundation to build off of. And then once you get that solid foundation, you can mess around and kind of create your own style out of it. And so thanks so much for the kind words, man. It really means a lot coming from you. And it's so awesome to know that like the stuff that I was showing you in the membership, you were able to apply in a fight and you felt confident going into the fights and you won them. And so that really makes me happy because one of the reasons I created this is because you see some other programs out there and like cardio kickboxing on YouTube and stuff, and they're teaching horrible technique that would never actually work in a fight. And I want to make sure that like not only are you getting a workout, but you're actually learning how to fight too. So the fact that you're a living testament to that, hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I recommend for anybody starting a fighter's body, take a before and after picture. Go in the mirror, shave your chest if that's your thing, whatever. Take a picture, take a sexy picture, and 3 months down the road, go back, revisit that, take another picture, and you're gonna see a tremendous difference in your physique. And I'm pretty happy with. I mean, I'm a pretty slender guy. I'm usually 135 pounds, and I got abs now.
Oh yeah.
So
So
thanks, Sean. Thanks a lot.
of course, man. So what's been your favorite part of the fighter's body? Is it like the workouts? Is it the
I
community?
I really enjoyed technique and shadow boxing shred, but the same chai stuff is awesome. You
Yeah,
can't go
you've been
wrong with that,
enjoying that?
right? But
Yeah,
I've
buddy.
honestly I've enjoyed the entire program. I revisit. I go to YouTube. I look at your content all the time. One thing that drew me to you was the way that you kick heavy bag, and your form is so perfect and spot on. That was one thing that I think I've always told you. Hey, man, that's one hell of a roundhouse kick, and you're like, yeah, thanks, but I mean it. I know because I hit a bag, and I know it ain't easy. Like, you know, I think I've improved quite a bit, but you can tell when somebody's been doing it for a very long time.
It's definitely repetition, right? Repetition over a long periods of times, and it's something you
Correct.
can never get perfect, but it's something that you're always trying to perfect, if you will.
Absolutely. It's something you can't fake either.
Yes, indeed. I know. Yeah, that's one thing about fighting is that the truth comes out in a fight. How much work
Oh
you've
yeah.
put in, how much discipline you've had, and all that kind of stuff. And so you've obviously shown that you're not a liar. When you fight, you put in the fucking work. You make sure that you're ready to go. And I'm
Yeah,
curious, is there like anything specifically that like you felt like you've improved the most during your time
my
in the
health,
fight?
my health, my health definitely. Overall, my physique, I've put on muscle. I have more confidence when I'm not afraid to take off my shirt. Not so I don't feel so like a twig anymore, you know. And I go to the gym, I go work out, and sparring is just amazing. I feel more empowered. I feel like I'm tougher, I'm stronger, and I've also improved in my technique in a way that, and I also try to keep my head on right, and I like to respect the budo aspect of it. When I know I'm that much better than somebody, I don't go balls to the wall and just crack them over the head. I let them get their workout in too, and I use that as defensive training, and I work with them so that they can get something and benefit out of it as well.
Awesome. Good training partner right there. Because it's hard to find good training partners who are willing to let you work, you know? And so it's
I
good that
hate I really hate, yeah, I hate when I see somebody at the gym, the guy who just beats the crap out of the other person just because he knows he's better than them, and that's just wrong.
yeah, it's all about control. It's all about growth. And you definitely have that mindset in you. And that's why you're such a good fit for the fighter's body. Because it seems like so many people, everyone, in fact, inside the fighter's body community is all dedicated to just bettering themselves. Whether they ever want to fight or they don't, everyone is just trying to get healthier, feel happier, and be more confident.
You know,
And you're definitely like right there with everyone else, you know?
my brother, you just said something. You did touched on a subject that I wanted to mention to everybody, and sometimes you forget. Um, wow, the community inside the fighter's body. I love everybody, man. I have so many new friends that I consider family. I have Alfredo, who's in Italy. I have Dwaipachan, who's in India. Ellen, there's so many people that are so wonderful. I'm sorry I can't name everybody. There's so many. I have friends worldwide now. I want to go to India. I want to train with Dwaipachan. I would love to go to Italy and meet Alfred. I would love to come to Thailand and hang out with you and Liz. You know what I mean? Everybody is so supportive. Everybody's there to support and help each other. It's great to see, everybody's so enthusiastic in the community. Everybody's making progress, and even though you may not know these people, you're going through the same experiences, the same difficulty with training, moving forward, and it's just a marvelous thing to see how everybody's just progressing and doing something positive in their life for a change.
Yeah, it's a
As
beautiful.
opposed to all the political and all the stuff on the news and pandemic this, pandemic that, vaccine this, vaccine that. Muay Thai has been my escape from reality.
Yeah, Muay Thai is kind of like yeah, my sanctuary in a way. I think it's a sanctuary for a lot of people to escape the madness of the world because when you train Muay Thai, that's what you're doing. You're not thinking about anything else. You're just training, and it's like a moving meditation in a way. And it's a really
Yeah.
good way to reflect, a really good way to sweat, just feel good. You know what I mean?
If you're having a really bad day, go to the gym, you get beat up a little bit. When you come out, you're not mad at all. You don't want to fight anybody anymore.
Exactly, exactly. So, what are some of your current training goals, or what are you trying to fight again in the future, or right now you're just trying to stay in shape mentally and physically?
I would like to fight again. I'm not fight training per se right now. I run at 4 a.m. because it's just a safer time to run here in Chicago. The
Mhm.
gangbangers are still asleep. Um, I run, I jump rope. I have to go to work, and so I do my routine like that. In the morning, I do some shadow boxing. I run and I jump rope, and I go to work. Obviously, and then after dinner, I go to a group class or something, get some sparring in. I do some weightlifting if I can. If I'm not completely dead from the day, I'm a mover. I'm carrying stuff all day long. So
Yeah,
and yeah, and that's about it. By that time, with the kids and everything else, I'm very busy. I have
yeah,
I have 5 children. I have 5 children, so you can only imagine.
yeah. I can't even. I can barely take care of my two dogs, let alone having kids and stuff.
Those are children. Those are children. I have a very beautiful. She's a Dogo Argentino. Her name is Lola,
Oh,
and
that's
she's a
funny.
handful. So I
Oh,
guess I should say I have six, you know?
that's six. Yeah. And you still find time to dedicate training to yourself. And that's like a beautiful, I think that's such an important thing to drill home because a lot of parents nowadays, they feel a lot really scattered. And especially with the kids being home a lot because of homeschooling and all this kind of stuff, it's still
Oh man,
important
that's the
time to yourself.
absolute worst. Remote learning sucks.
Yeah.
It's torture for parents, yeah.
Yeah, but like just having that time to yourself to just be bettering yourself, to sweat, to just feel that much better and be
It's
able
a
to come back to
necessity.
your kids. I think that's something that's I can't speak to it personally because I don't have kids, but when I speak with people like you, it reminds me of the importance of just like you got to have time to yourself. Am I right?
Yeah. No, definitely. And that's another aspect of the fighter's body is that you've also put that in there about time management. So there's really no excuse, you know, if you look at the videos, you take the content and you internalize them and you start to live and breathe it because it just happens that way. You know, a lot of us we went into the fighter's body and it was just like, you know, okay, this is cool. You know, I like Sean. He's great. You know, I'm gonna learn some moves from him. You know, it's going to be awesome, you know, and it just turned out to be life changing. So much more than just technique and fighting. There's so much that goes into it. I can't, I right now, I can't think of everything that I wanted to say. It sucks. Other than, you know,
Hey,
it's great. It's,
you're really speaking highly of it, and I really just I appreciate your support, man. You've been there. You're an OG. You've been there since the beginning, man. And
thank
so
you.
the fact that you've been around for this ride and you've seen the evolution of it, it just really makes me feel grateful to have people like you a part of the community and give me the type of feedback I need to continue providing the type of content that can be life changing. Because that's the thing. I don't want this just to be a workout program. It's not just a workout program. It's
It's
something
not.
that you can just embody and it's going to help you just in all aspects of your life. And that's something I'm really passionate about because I've used Muay Thai to better myself in a variety of other aspects. I'm more disciplined, I'm more respectful, I'm more humble, I'm healthier, I'm happier. And because I was able to get that from Muay Thai, I want you and everyone else to be able to get that from Muay Thai too. And so it just makes my heart sing hearing you speak so highly of it. So I really appreciate it, man. I really do.
No, I appreciate you, and I'm sure that I speak for everybody in the community when I say that. It's, you know, we do appreciate you doing this. Is also we really appreciate Elizabeth and the yoga flow. You know, I never thought I'd be ever doing yoga, you know, but man, does it improve your flexibility? Does it improve your kicking? Does it help with sore muscles? Man, it's amazing. It's amazing that yoga, it just, you need it. You need it. If you want to be a good Muay Thai or martial artist, you need the yoga. It helps to make you looser. It helps to make you feel better. You got aches and cramps in your back, your legs, whatever. It just helps to get work those kinks out, you know.
Yeah, I'm
It
this is gonna love that. She's gonna love
the
hearing that
the
because
the improving in my in just alone in my breathing was amazing. That, you know, I don't think I think people overlook that. It's amazing your breathing because you know if you're fighting that's key.
you can't lose your breath. You need to
You
be
know.
centered. It always helps you
Hmm.
center yourself with your breathing. And yeah, that's an overlooked aspect of yoga because you think, oh, yoga is going to help me kick people in the head, right? Yes, it's going to do that. But it's also going to help you bring more mental awareness and more breath awareness, which is going to help you be able to control your heart rate, control your cardio, control your emotions. And that's going to make you that much of a better fighter. And so I'm glad you pointed that out. Liz will be very happy you mentioned her yoga
I've
because she
I've
puts a lot of time into it.
I know you guys do. I've internalized. You know, I even tried to like recreate one of your videos from Fighter's Body to share with my friends. And let me tell you, man, it didn't happen. You know, I
It's
think I got like 2 or 3 minutes of good recording as opposed to like an hour that I was actually doing it. And I was like, man, look, man, just sign up to the Fighter's Body. I can't do this shit, you know?
Fair enough. Well, man, it was really good catching up with you. I'm glad things have been working out a little bit better on your end. You really do embody the heart of a fighter. I hope you know that. And
Thank
yeah,
you.
man, just please keep in touch. Keep me in the loop with how everything's going
Absolutely.
and training.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I look forward to continue seeing your face, whether it's Mike Rebel or whatever Facebook name you got. But
My brother, I want to be moderator in Nakamo Nation again. They keep on blocking me, man. I've been erased. I've had 4 Facebook accounts or profiles erased in the last year, man.
Jesus, man.
There is no free speech in America. I'm sorry, not anymore.
Well, I appreciate you, man. Enjoy the rest of your day. I know you had a long day yesterday, so enjoy some downtime, hopefully. And yeah, we'll keep in touch, all right?
Absolutely, brother. Say hello to Elizabeth for me.
I will do. Take care, man.